All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving straight into what is, without a doubt, the most important event on the crypto calendar, Token 2049 in Singapore.
Okay, let's kick things off with this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. Seriously, this isn't just some other conference. It's the place, the one time of year where the entire industry gets together to figure out what's next.
Right, so why all the hype? What makes this one event so absolutely critical? Let's set the stage. Think of it less like a meeting and more like, well, the ultimate stage. This is where new projects go to get stamped with credibility. It's where the big partnerships are born and where the future leaders of crypto have to prove they've got what it takes, right in front of everyone who matters. And that right there, that's the secret sauce. This is the dynamic we're going to break down for you. You have two incredible forces coming together, and if you understand how they interact, you've got a real edge. You've got the money on one side and the ideas on the other, and when they collide, that's what creates the fireworks. Okay, so let's really dig into that idea. We're going to look at the two key groups that make the whole thing tick: the capital that fuels the growth and the innovation that's actually building the future. You know, the whole crypto world really boils down to these two sides of the coin. Over here on the left, that's your capital. We're talking the big VCs, the angel investors, the institutional players, basically the fuel for the rocket ship. And on the right, that's the innovation. The DeFi protocols, the NFT platforms, the next-gen blockchains, that's the actual rocket ship. And look, we're not talking about just any investors here. These are the kingmakers. You've got A16Z, an absolute powerhouse in DeFi and infrastructure. Polychain, they're brilliant at finding those disruptive gems early on. Pantera and Sequoia are backing projects all over the globe. Their stamp of approval doesn't just mean cash, it signals to the entire market, hey, pay attention to this. So you get all these brilliant minds and all that money in one room. What happens? Well, you start to see the future take shape. This is where you can spot the trends before they hit the mainstream. Think of this as your cheat sheet for the next 12 months. This is where the big money is going to flow and where you'll hear the jaw-dropping announcements. And what's really cool is how it's all connected, right? You can't have amazing DeFi and killer crypto gaming without blockchains that can actually talk to each other. That's your cross-chain interoperability. And at the same time, you've got AI coming in to make everything smarter and a huge push for green solutions to settle the energy debate. It's not just a list, it's a web. Okay, that's great, but how does a trend actually, move the market? It's a fantastic question because an idea is just an idea until it starts making waves. And the answer is all about a feedback loop. It all comes down to this really powerful cycle. First, the big investors start pouring money into these hot areas. Then what happens? The media jumps on it. Everyone starts talking about it. And that combo of serious cash and massive hype, well, that's what builds the momentum for real people to actually start using this stuff. And that cycle just keeps feeding on itself. Which, of course, brings us to the big one. Why should you care about any of this? Whether you're an investor, a builder, or maybe you're just crypto curious, this is the part that really matters. Here's the bottom line. What happens in Singapore absolutely does not stay in Singapore. Think of it like a ripple effect. The handshakes, the backroom deals, the big stage announcements, they create waves that define the entire industry for the year to come. And if you can get a handle on these dynamics, you've got a massive advantage. I mean, you can spot those huge growth opportunities before they're all over the news. You can find partners. You can align what you're doing with the stories that are attracting all the money. It's like having a map of the future. You're not just reacting to the market, you're one step ahead of it. And that really is the final thought I want to leave you with. As the entire crypto world descends on Singapore, the real question isn't if the future is being decided, it's who is holding the pen. And by watching where the money flows and where the innovation explodes, you get a front row seat to watch them write it, chapter and verse.